Hi friends, this is Kumar, channel name is Kumar Exclusive, like, comment, subscribe. This video is exclusively for two cases. The visa, F1 visa got revoked. Before going to the subject, let me give my opening statements. That is, ignorance of laws and immigration laws is not an excuse. So I respect Constitution of India and the Constitution of U.S. I respect the law of the land. I advocate the same. Please respect the law of the land. And also U.S.C.'s website has everything, A to Z. All the information is there. So you don't need to watch anybody's videos. Videos is only just a interpretation or the perception or the views or analysis, right? On the newspapers or whatever is there on the website. And I also encourage people to report about fake resume guys, proxy guys, and felony guys, or I see advertised on their website, right? Please report who are doing cash jobs on F1 visa. And also I encourage you to report about YouTubers who are obstructing ICA, because they are saying don't report. So those kind of things. So these points are very clear before going to the subject. So I will also make this in Telugu video to reach out to the more of Telugu people. So I watch news and the news about from India. They are showing. I don't want to take anybody's name and don't blame. I don't want to blame them. Even the first post also I just saw a video. So she is a pro BJP and she always blame US, right? So even the green card holders also don't have what you call freedom of speech to express about politics, because they are not US citizens, right? Unless you hold a US passport, you have no right to express the politics, opinion on the politics. And government is watching everybody's social media accounts, because in the interest of the nation. So that is good for the nation. Okay, now coming to this topic. Just a minute, I missed it somewhere. Okay, there are two different cases I received, or I maybe I one of my followers and another is I'm just analyzing from the public. So the news is those who receive tickets, traffic tickets in US it's called a ticket. Ticket means if you violate any of the DMV or motor vehicles, like what you call DMV is again term for some particular states. So it's like a what you call driving department has issued the driving license, but you need to follow the certain rules and laws, right? Same thing is also USCS as for each visa they mention if you do these violations what happened. So speeding ticket, and one girl did not stop at the what you call, when cop stops you have to stop no matter what. So if you abscond or if you don't pay the court fees, or if you don't attend the court, so that will escalate. Okay, so those are the things. And one brother wrote like his university many received F1. Like I said, each fingerprint is different. Each immigrant, non-immigrant, illegal immigrant, they three different categories, right? Currently all illegal immigrants are targeted because their government wants to deport them because they entered illegally. So illegal is not a race, it's a crime, right? So I will break this down. Clarity, privacy and respect. This is a serious situation and you are not alone. So many students have faced similar troubles, especially after visa termination due to different types of cases, right? Each case to case is different. My friend got a visa termination, sir. I also got it. Each case is different, right? And also someone yesterday on Instagram misguiding people, saying that out of 300, only 300 got 300k students, only 300 got a visas revoked. Media is hyping in India. Don't get take it easy. Each case different. You also might be there out of that 300, right? So one case, let us see. Okay, public indecency case. Okay, public indecency usually refers to one F1 visa revoked based on this. Refers to actions considered inappropriate or offensive in the public. This is not India, right? You have to follow the law of the land. So, exposing oneself in public, that means showing private parts or whatever, engaging in sexual behavior in public, like kissing or kissing is okay, I think, but doing sexual things or like sexual behavior, right? Or showing middle fingers or something. Watching or recording others inappropriate ways, that also leads to visa revocation. Like in Europe, it's a crime, it seems. If you take somebody's photographs, even in the behind, they are there. Suppose someone is taking a picture of me, behind me some women or teenagers are there, still they have right to report. So in US, even a minor incident or misunderstanding, in brackets, like peeing in a public area. If you pee in a public area, unintentionally exposing or being falsely accused, okay, can lead to criminal charges under public indecency, right? If someone is caught and arrested or charged for such cases, it becomes a criminal record. 1. 2. Possible visa violation. Grounds for SVS termination. SVS is related to college F1 visa students. 4th, visa revocations by the US consulates. In brackets, even if the case is pending or unresolved. Like when I placed one video about 4 women trafficking case in Texas, out of 4, 3 of them got released. And the case is closed or dismissed, whatever, cancelled in the police station. But the case is attached to that SSN. They smartly hire an attorney in India and they send a legal threat to me for 10 crores or $1 million. I closed those videos and I said apology. Why I am referring? And he didn't refer the body shop name. Like 16 or 20 girls are doing multiple jobs in putting in a laptop. Then he wrote 1,000 employees are there, 1,000 H1Bs we are placing, giving training, blah blah blah. But what I am telling, so the case is not closed. The case is closed, it doesn't mean that crime is wiped out. That India lawyer couldn't understand this subject. Your crime is recorded on your SSN. If you go to any job, it will be automatically rejected in the background check. So because the crime is attached to your SSN, you remember? Though court dismissed the case, police closed the case, because I talked to the American attorney, that's the reason about that case, about legal threats to me, I am referring that subject to you. So my video, one follower told, your each video cost $200, sir. And one guy gave a cap, gift, blue color cap, not this one. So I talked to an American attorney. That's the reason I'm placing that. So case is dismissed or case is closed or the crime or the guy is released on bail or released from the police station. It doesn't mean the crime is wiped out. The crime is still there on their SSN. It takes a decade to wipe out, right? They don't just simply wipe out. So you have to remember this point. So then anyway, I don't need, what do I get? There are no 1,000 views of that video also. I don't bother about views. You have to understand, I'm pumping knowledge back to the society for the betterment of the society. So these are the reasons. Like one F1 student called me, he hit one apartment management office and fire engine, police and ambulance came. Then he called and crying over the phone. He didn't tell me before driving without driving license, right? That's a big crime. Even he doesn't have SSN but driving license, but still drove a car and hit. So if these kind of many F1 visas students, especially from India, Telugu states, they are working for cash. They're taking it easy. Somebody will be arrested. I don't get arrested is something like take it easy, chalta hai policy, and also take it easy. It's like they are thinking that there is no life without risking. Breaking law is different, risking life is different, man. Right? Coming to the second point, consequences you are facing. Based on what you said, Like the follower told me, service fees terminated. Please understand what is service fees. Like it pertained or related to the university. That is where everything is related for F1 visa students. Service fees terminated equal to you are no longer maintaining F1 visa status. Like you have seen my videos, right? H1B videos. You have to maintain your immigration status. If you don't have pay checks for 2 months, then your immigration status become null or void. So you have to maintain it. Like you have to have a project, you have to check every day. That's why I drove from Montana to Massachusetts for 36 hours migration project also. Every day you have to do a project. You have to search. That's how the visas are. You have to, otherwise quit US. As simple as that. So that is the beauty of America. The visa rules are very strict. Don't link one case to another. Like consultancies are doing crimes, that they will do it later. Who knows? There is an act called RICO Act. US has a power to deploy army and search house to house, and if they want, they can deport all consultancies in overnight. That day also will come, man. You've seen, right? How the heads are shaved, put hands chains and legs chains and deported to India and various countries, right? So that also may come. It happened in the past, RICO Act, when Italian mafia, they want to wipe out. So that, wait, service fees is terminated, and the second, visa revoked equal to you cannot re-enter if you leave. Like there will be a ban 5 years or 10 years. What happens, sir, if I marry someone, H1B, can I come on H4? No, not possible, because it is there. Recently one case happened in Newark. H1B and H4 EAD, they enter the US, and at port of entry, CBP officials check their phone or maybe emails, or they have there in their database. Only thing they want witness, so they cross check you. So she is working more than 2 jobs. They found multiple W2s. They called in front of her one of the HR department, the company A. They said, do you know this girl is working in the other company also? They said, we don't know, it is against our policies. So then they gave her 2 options. Either you self-deport yourself, or we will push you out and there will be a 10 years ban or whatever. So it is there online. One of my follower posted a comment. So then she took the option A. So this is gone. So those who are doing multiple jobs, you are literally fucked up, screwed up once you exit the country and someone is checking. Of course, we know the last Texas many are doing. So pending case, that means equals to cannot transfer to another university easily. You cannot transfer, you are gone basically. So removal or voluntary departure. Removal or volunteer departure equal to you might be asked to leave by USCIS. Please follow the law, man. There is no, some people suggest meet an attorney. Attorney will exploit your situation. Attorney is nothing but a broker. He will take lots of money based on your situation. He will exploit, and ultimately he will not go against. See, attorney, I better always meet American attorneys, not Indian attorneys, because Indian attorneys exploiting more. So they also go by law, right? They don't go against the ICE or USCIS. Only thing, they will represent your case instead of yourself. So removal, you follow the law, you know, right? So you cannot say, I don't know, sir, I did like this nuisance in the public or this crime. No. They don't accept, because ignorance of laws and immigration laws is not an excuse, is my opening statement. So can you apply for asylum? This is what many people are asking, sir, can I apply for asylum? Can I apply for a B1 visa? I don't know. Yesterday also I got one case. TCS employee, only 1 week is left for visa and TCS or Cognizant, whatever. And I told contact their HR. The HR saying come back. But their newly born baby had to receive American passport. They got RFE. What to do? So the visa expires suddenly, you don't realize, right? 6 months before you need to do. And if you leave 1 hour, if you leave USA after 1 hour, after 1 minute of visa expiry also, your passport has a bad remark and they may not allow you to re-enter because you overstayed. You consider as illegal immigrant or whatever. Broke the law, right? So in those circumstances, they have to meet an American attorney by paying $250 to understand their case. Like, so only thing I will share my knowledge whatever I have, but beyond, it's a tricky situation. In those circumstances, can I convert to B1 visa? Those things I don't think. See, I'm not passing any judgment. They have to meet their HR, and HR has to contact their attorney, and then they have to guide the employee, because employee at the risk, right? Okay, can I apply for asylum? I really get laugh, because asylum, the word is referred, asylum or refugee, whatever. You have you are a foreigner in a country, in a foreign country. You did a crime, and how can you apply suddenly an asylum? Let us go by common sense, right? So asylum means if you go back to India, the government will catch you and kill you. Do you have that kind of threat in India? Like, are you a Naxalite? Are you a Maoist? Or are you anti-India? Are you any whistleblower in India? Like the government is ready to catch you and kill, something like that is not there, right? So then how do you apply asylum? Thought itself is wrong. How do you apply? So on top of it, you already did a crime, right? Government is asking you to go. But do you think if you apply asylum, government will give? So those things are ridiculous to think. Honestly, my opinion. So, but let us see. Asylum is for people who fear persecution in their home countries due to religion. Like, are you, for example, Muslim or Christian, where Hindus are attacking in India? Example. If you go back, they will kill. Is there any situation like that? So you do self-analysis, like political opinion. Like, for example, you are against the government in India, ruling government. Government is party in power. So if the moment you land in airport, they will catch you and kill you. So is there any situation like that for you? You are a F1 visa student, right? You came here legally. Next, race. Do you have any racial problems in your home country? Nationality. And then membership in a particular social group like LGBTQ, etc. So unfortunately, financial hardship or visa issues or legal cases like public indecency are not valid grounds for asylum. This is clear. So filing a fake or weak asylum can, now you are going a wrong route again. You did a crime, but you are trying to do another crime. That is fake or weak asylum. That is, get you permanently banned, put you in a deportation proceedings, ruin your records in U.S. immigration system. This will totally screw up your life. And I saw a video in the morning. It says, once U.S.C. send you a notice, if you overstay, like leave the country, from there 30 days will be counted. Each day they will charge $998 a day to leave. The moment you receive a email from your university to leave the country, either from your university or U.S.C. if you don't leave, what happens within 30 days? $998 a day government will collect from you, and 30th day they will put you in the jail. So this is what it's going to happen. Okay. The next one, permanently banned, put you deportation. So these are so that's what it's going to be. And what are the better options for you? Here are some possible steps you can consider. See, again, this is on a humanitarian grounds I'm placing the video, but I'm not encouraging you to stay here. Please follow the law, whatever I always encourage from day 1 2008 till date. Follow U.S.C. rules, that U.S. immigration systems, right? I don't even encourage to meet an attorneys also, because it's a cost of money and waste of time. So talk to an immigration attorney, but since I did a Google search, I'm telling you, you must find a trusted immigration lawyer, avoid consultants or random asylum agents. Real lawyers can explore if you have a U or T or waivers apply. That also I did research and I placed the videos. U visa if you witness the crime. T visa if you don't have mobile phone, you don't have internet connection, but you are locked in a house. And okay, like you see one of the case where three Reddy brothers, Telugu guys. They brought their cousin from India and they put him in chains and in the house, and he ran away from the house, and some American noticed it and called 911. Cop came and rescued him. Then they realized the three Reddy brothers, Telugu guys, are doing slavery, and those three were arrested and put in behind bars. I think forever they will be in jail here, subject to corrections. And that guy is eligible for T visa. So are you in such kind of situations? No, right? So you have access. You are emailing to me means you have access to internet. Then you are not eligible for T visa. For U visa, what? If you witness the crime, like you are illegally working in a gas store. That's what many F1 visa do, right? Someone came with a gun point and they shoot your friend or co-worker, or you have witnessed the crime. That's what Indian groceries and Indian gas stations, liquor stores owners falsely promise for F1 visa, Telugu students. This one, U visa, green card. No. First of all, if you witness, you file U visa, first they will check on F1 visa, how are you working for cash. So there itself you are doing crime, you are doing visa violation, and you are asking green card because you witnessed the crime. So by common sense, it's not. Even if I am the visa officer, I will outrightly reject or put behind bars is what I will go and order it. So look at criminal defense options, maybe reduce the case. Check if volunteer departure. This is best, is a safer route than deport. Even the one girl left for Canada, right? Indian girl from Kerala. She is blaming from their media, I see. But America, the systems are well designed. A cop or a ICE or anyone, they don't come and give a notice or a receipt unless they have video, audio, full documentation evidence and all that. Systems are designed like that. So there's no point you can find fault with them, when the CBP officials, right? So zero errors they're from their end. So you cannot blame them. If why does she need to self-deport and run away if she is not supporting terrorism, right? She would have stand here and fight and ask the same to the officials, right? That means she is wrong. So she did crime. Volunteer. I'm not again judging, but we have to understand based on her video interviews. And some lawyers offer free consultation, and I don't know. Okay, try to resolve the case in the option B, court, case in the court. If your case is still pending, criminal defense lawyer might, this is from the last side I'm telling you, negotiate a deal, that is plea. You have to admit, man, because they have a proof and everything, right? Guilty. Help you avoid conviction, possibly downgrade it to a non-deportable offense. This is also a miracle if it happens. Type C, file for change of status. I don't encourage, but these are the options available online. Though difficult, some people try to switch to B1, B2 visa, visitor's visa. Like I said earlier, TCS guy or B2 visa. I don't know, man, to buy time. Marriage based, if a genuine relationship. Like at this juncture, you cannot marry a white American girl or American and suddenly say, I fell in love, I want green card. No, they don't. So other forms of relief. Type D, that is contact Indian consulate. They may not help directly with the case, but might assist with emergency documentation, guidance on safe return, loan support options. So Indian embassy also may not encourage crime, may not help you in the criminal situation, but they will help you to go back to India quickly. So this guy has a 50 lakh INR loan, 50 lakhs, approximately let us say $50,000 or loan. I understand the pressure, brother, on humanitarian grounds. I have empathy, humanity, empathy, compassion, but I always encourage you to follow the law. I understand the pressure, especially with a huge loan, but overstaying or going to asylum fraud will close all legal paths in the future. So, okay, $50,000 loan. Like talk to your bank in India, explain I don't think banks in India will accept, explain the situation, request moratorium or deferment. If you remember, meet the chief ministers in India there and explain if, and then consider on humanitarian grounds. Yesterday video I told in Telugu, if you are poor parents in India, sold out your land or house and take a huge loan, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 loans for your son who is not passed any IIT exam, IAS exam, GATE exams in India, but send them to some stupid universities here with huge loan. If this kind of case happened, then your life is gone, because bank will come and adapt or take all the property because your son or daughter unable to repay the loan. So for such parents, lower middle class or middle class, please don't use financial risk and send your children for MS, Masters or MBA here. It's not worth that kind of financial risk. Okay. So once you clear your records or written, you can plan higher studies again. I don't think, but US will allow re-entry if you resolve the things clearly. So if you try to stay back, that's even more problem. My honest suggestions: don't file asylum unless you genuinely qualify under persecution grounds, like I earlier explained. So immediately speak to a licensed immigration plus criminal defense attorney. Avoid fake documents and fake universities or agents. One day, see, those who have joined fake universities, those who have fake resumes, proxy, those who are doing felony, either consultancies or consultants, definitely one day they will get caught. And they have to die every second. You don't know whom somebody, your neighbor may complain, or people like me may complain, then you are gone. So wait and watch. So it will get worse, right? Avoid fake, it will only get worse. You will get instant money, short money, like I said, Udemy, Indian women, and H4EAD, GC and US citizens faking resumes and getting 80k, 90k without any knowledge in .NET, Java, and states like New Jersey and Virginia, DC, recent cases, Connecticut, Texas. One day they will get caught. So if you need, I also encourage them to type in U.S.C tip form and ICA tip form. Any of your friends or neighbors are doing fraud, multiple jobs or this kind of stuff, just go and submit all the details. And also if you know their clients they are working, email to their HR. And also send me a copy. I will read their names. I will read the story without their names. I will write with anonymous ID or with my ID by changing their names only in entire story. Right? So if you need any help finding real legal help, Telugu speaking or Indian friendly, I can help connect with anonymously. It's what Google gave some of the tips, but anyway, the person wrote to me in email directly, right? But I always say follow the law. So would you like me to, the next one. So what happened then, this is one case. The another case, based on the information provided in the article from ABC 12, the newspaper, here is the analysis of the case involving SVSU student from India whose student visa may have been revoked. This is a woman, and I put all the links in the chat GPT and I summarize it because several news articles, right? So case overview, SVSU Indian student visa revocation. Incident summary: an Indian student enrolled in Saginaw Valley State University. The other one is the 1930 started Catholic private university, facing potential revocation of her student visa. Okay, situation arose the following an incident that led to legal or immigration scrutiny. So not just like media says, just because of ticket she revoked. What happened is key legal immigration factors. Nature of the incident: the student was involved in an incident that attracted legal attention. While specific details are not disclosed, such incidents can lead to criminal charges, which in turn can impact the immigration status. Service termination: the student and exchange visitors information system may have been updated to reflect the student's change in status, potentially leading to the termination of their active student status, visa revocation. Following the incident and may subsequent legal actions, U.S. Department of State has authorized revoke the visa if holder deemed ineligible for there. So potential consequences: loss of legal status for her case. With the termination of service fees, visa revocation, student may be considered out of status, making their stay in the unauthorized. Like I said, right, 30 days, each day they have to pay $998, almost like $1,000. So if they stay 30 days, $30,000 they have to pay, and ultimately 30th day they will go to jail. So deportation proceedings. Immigration authorities may initiate removal proceedings requiring the student to. So we have to understand the crime done by, severity of the crime done by the F1 visa students rather than blaming the government, by media especially. Point 2, she is driving the car. Cop asked her to stop. She didn't stop, and later multiple cops will arrive, right? That's what I understand from the news. 2, someone in her car, they didn't pay the ticket violation, didn't attend the court or whatever. So that is a serious offense. So cop came to arrest them, and she abused the cops, and cops have a body cam here. It will be recorded. So she is basically abusing the police officers, also obstructing their duties. So for someone in the car who has already have a criminal case, right? That's very stupid, man. So because you are obstructing law enforcement officials, right? So that is the reason, subject to correction. That's what I understand from the article. Impact for future immigration status. A visa revocation, associated legal. See, they know, right? In laws of what you call, ignorance of laws and immigration laws is not an excuse. So what kind of crimes they did? Those 300 students or whoever deported, and the process of deportation, you have to understand, they have used back loan, that's all secondary. Primary is they did serious crimes. 2, media is projecting President Trump as something bad like that. That is very wrong by media. 3, we have to understand what is kind of severity crime they did. They are not diaper babies, right? 4, we have to show the way out to exit, because they staying in the country, $30,000 they end up paying and put in jail. And these are all already there in the USA's website. So before applying the visa, they know. So explore immigration reliefs, whatever. Conclusion: the case is underscore importance of maintaining legal status, understanding the implication of legal issues on the immigration status. Students and visas should be aware of this serious. This is awareness video, because those who are coming, those who are already here, they are playing with the majority. So those who are coming, at least be aware. For their cautious purpose, I am making this video. Consequences that legal infractions can have on their ability to stay in the US. So if you are in a foreign country, shut your mouth, don't make reels, quit social media, stay calm and do your job and follow our road. What is their purpose to go there? So they have to do that. Anything extra is a violation, right? So that is what in her case, the 23-year-old female student from India pursuing her master degree, Saginaw Valley State University, her student visa revoked. Her attorney believes she hired an attorney linked to February 2024 incident where she received a ticket for interfering with the police. See, that's her crime. During the arrest of a person she was with, she is traveling with somebody who has already broke the law, and when police is arresting him, she interfered and abusing the police. That is where she get caught. See, despite the charge being dismissed, her visa, that's why I always encourage, stay alone in a single room, be away from Indians, because most of the Indians are doing the $10 or $5 cash jobs. You are also pressurized to do it, though you don't require. Because your parents ask iPhone, you do that job. That led to this kind of violation. See, if you have friendship with criminals, it is like a loaded gun in your pocket. One day cops will come to, IC will come to arrest him or her. You will get caught, because for not reporting crime is also a crime. That reason also you might be in trouble, or even you are pressured to do whatever they are doing, right? So stay in single room, be away with whoever doing the cash jobs, and also be cautious. Report the crime. Some YouTubers are obstructing, Indian YouTubers are obstructing ICE activities and blaming me, saying that don't report something. That's even bigger crime. Report such Indian YouTubers also. Okay, and despite the charge being dismissed, her visa was still revoked without any clear explanation, is what the attorney is arguing. Attorney also knows the student was facing possible deportation despite having invested 40,000 in her education in the state. So court or America doesn't consider how much money you bought from India, how difficult your parents are surviving. Those Telugu tragedy stories, America law doesn't listen. They will only look at when a police officer is going to arrest someone in your car. You are not stopping the car. You are obstructing the police. Third, you are arguing and abusing the police. Is like a severe crime. Can you imagine if this happened in India? She is student profile, Indian national, 23-year-old, pursuing master degree from SVSU since July 2023. Incident details: in February, she was ticketed and briefly arrested for allegedly yelling at a police officer during. Who will yell at the policeman? What is this nonsense? Can you yell at a police officer? Though you are supporting someone criminal in your car, right? We cannot say criminal, but police came to arrest someone in your car and you are yelling at police. So the main purpose of being arrested had an outstanding warrant not related to her, someone in her car. The ticket for resisting was later dismissed. Like I said, right? Ticket dismissed, case closed. It doesn't mean crime is wiped out. It is recorded on your SSN. IC will come and catch you one day, right? So visa revocations. She received an email from U.S. Embassy India stating her visa was revoked. So no specific reason was mentioned for the revocation. The email warned of potential detention or deportation, and that deportation can occur suddenly. In those circumstances, self-deportation is best option. They have to leave the country until ICA come and put them in chains or jail. Like I said, right, the latest rule says $998 a day for 30 days. They will count. 30th day they will go to jail if they do not leave the moment they receive this kind of letter. Okay, and what happened? Legal concern. Okay, visa revocation we told, right? The next is no specific reason was mentioned for legal concerns. Attorney Nathan Collison argues that revoking the visa before conviction violated the principles of innocent until proven guilty. Her attorney is arguing like that. Visa revocation happened without due process, raising fairness and legal questions. That's our attorney is arguing. So, university statement: SVSU claimed they were not informed about the change in her visa status. So, they are reaching out to federal immigration authorities for clarification. So, emotional and financial impact. The student is emotionally distressed. She has already spent $40,000 on tuition, travel and living costs. This is what I am telling parents in India. Please don't take any financial loan like 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 for your children. Let them earn their own money after BTech and then take this risk, financial risk. So you please don't give any single money, period, because they don't follow the laws, right? If such women. So, wider context, the case occurs amid a broader wave of visa revocations in the US, including some tied to pro-Palestine protests. So, those are all also, see, government took a stand. If you are pro-Hamas or pro-Palestine, if you support terrorist activities, if you do anti-America activities, anti-government activities, and on top of it you are on F1 visa, what is your primary aim? Attend colleges, attend universities, study. But what are you doing? Except that you are doing every other nonsense in the name of freedom of speech, whatever. But freedom of speech is not applicable even for the green card holders also. You are still a student visa. Come study and go is the visa primary rule. Rule number 1 you broke, like IC said, right? Those who are working for cash, please report, we will deport them. So rule number 1 itself you are breaking it. So the reason for revocation in each and every case vary and are not always transparent, because it's different. Government need not put every details on online, right? So that is where you got to be very cautious, follow the law, and don't expect OPT, because one student received OPT after 6 months or after 1 year for 1 day. So those kind of scenarios also may happen. So don't take it for granted. Visa is a privilege, and don't expect H1B is just like that. So unless you are financially sound in India, don't aim for higher studies in abroad. Your life is at risk. See you again in the next video. Good luck for these students. Better they to go back to India is the message. See you again in the next video. Yeah, please comment, like, subscribe, and share it to everyone who aspire for masters in the US. Thank you. And also MS students here, be cautious. Don't take it easy. Like some people are placing, take it easy. Out of 300k students, only 300 students got deportation. That is not the way of misguiding people. Thank you.